Kenny, what did you think of Donovan tonight?
Sorry, I didn't mean to, like I told him he was Dwayne Wade. You know how Dwayne Wade used to get to the rim all the time, like, and finish, and but he's what, Spider? I can't say it right. Like, he's Donovan. Yeah, but I love. I think he's kind of moving away from taking the really hard threes. I mean, it's hard for him because he's a great shooter, great off the dribble shooter, but I feel like he's, showing the ball now and getting to the rim and driving it in transition. Especially with the minutes, we're riding them, facts. And he's delivering. And you're not. It's not like we're getting a weak effort on the defensive end. Like, I think he's doing it both ways. I mean, the guy's just having a great season.
You mentioned a couple weeks back that you felt like this was a team that was going to go on a run. You guys have now won 4 straight for the first time this year, 6 of 7, 11 of 15. What has allowed this to start to happen?
I think we're getting gritty wins. Like, it's not last year, right, where it was maybe pretty and balls flying around and we're hitting threes. This is a different team. We got to kind of win a different way. But I think just right off these last 5 or 6 games, probably 2 or 3 of them, like, we're just grit, not beautiful basketball by any means, but we'll take it. It's kind of where we are. But we knew we had to make a move in the standings and give these guys a lot of credit, because tonight was a trap game, I thought, kind of like the second Philly game. They lose at home. They came out strong, which we knew, and we kind of took that first punch and got back in the game, and then Donovan kind of took over.
Mike,
you talked about learning how to win gritty. How beneficial can that be for a team as you get deeper into the season and towards the playoffs to have wins like this that don't come easy?
Yeah, I think, Mike, that's a good point. I think, again, comparing it to last year, it was, you'd win a game by 20, the ball be popping. This is like every loose ball counts, every rebound, every 50-50 ball, it all counts. And I think in the playoffs, that's what happens a lot. It's harder to score, and you got to rely on your defense a little more. So these are good reps we're getting, and this team's building their own identity right now.
Before the game, we learned Jaylen was named to the Rising Stars Challenge. I know you knew he could be good. Did you think he'd be this good, this quick, this quick?
No. We were just talking in there, the coach is, he's just a really good basketball player. I mean, the offensive stuff he's doing is kind of coming out of nowhere. Now, I'll give our front office, I'll give Kobe and Mike and B. Weems credit, because that's a hell of a pick. And I mean that. Like, you have to see that, like, they saw that in college. I didn't watch him in college, so it's a hell of a pick. The kid is got an incredible work ethic. He's in that Donovan kind of, level in terms of how he takes care of his body. And the last part of it, we got leaders that support him, right? Like, that's, coaches get way too much credit, when a guy kind of takes off like he is. It's really those 3 things. Great pick, by our front office. We got great leadership, and then the kids got an elite work ethic. Thanks, Mike.
Kenny, we talked a little bit about Donovan's performance, but we've talked about him getting to the rim in past years. This year, he wanted to preserve his body, be more on the perimeter. How have you seen him evolve, not only to what the game calls for, but as a star, knowing what each moment might be?
Yeah, and I think, again, he's understanding where this team is, right? Maybe last year he could take 2 or 3 more threes, but we need him to be even more efficient than he was. And I think getting to the free throw line, getting to the rim, that helps. So it's him understanding the team dynamics, what we need from him in the moment. Tonight he needs to get 45, or we probably don't win. So I'm just, the guy, I just, I don't, watch every other team. Obviously, I'm biased, but I can't imagine he's not a top 3 player in this league. Like, he's not in the MVP conversation. It's like, kind of mind-boggling to me. I I don't know why. He's an incredible. He's having an incredible year.
And we talked about Tyrese Proctor. You've used
yeah.
moxie for before, but especially on the defensive end, there's also this grit, this intensity level that he's shown on that end of the floor as well. How has he kind of balanced that as a rookie?
Ethan, I think it's that strip he had. I think he stripped Banchero, was it? I think he stripped him. He just instinct, right? He left his man, stripped him, and then he sprints down and gets to corner three. And I think Don hit him in the left corner for the three. And it's like that kind of encapsulates who he is. Like he's gritty defensively. He's got a really good IQ. And then on the other end, he's skilled. He's really skilled, right? He's a skilled basketball player. Man, he's had two really good games in a row. It's hard for a rookie to do that, but he like I said, he was good again tonight.
Kenny, you talked about it being different from last year and the grit that you guys have had in these past couple games. We also have asked you early in the season what the identity of your team is. Is that grit part of that? Is that what
it seems, if you take the last, 15 games, I think we're starting to really kind of trend in that direction, right? Like finding a different way to do it. A lot of it is that our young guys, like these guys play so hard, like they make mistakes, and I know the crowd gets up, oh man, turnovers in it, but they're scrapping for every loose ball. They're sprinting back on defense, getting deflections, getting the 50-50 balls. So that I think that juices us, and like I said, we're just kind of doing it a different way, and a big part of it is those guys and our role players.
Magic 19 for 44 in the paint. How much of that was caused by your guys? What did you see from your defense out there?
I mean, it's nice when you have two elite rim protectors. Like we can put those guys in the back of our defense, and it's hard to score. Even Paolo, he gets in the paint, he does that spin. Now you got a 7-footer, contesting a fadeaway 2-pointer. It's just different. We have different talent, defensive talent than other teams that allows us to wall off the paint and contest the rim, but also contest those kind of mid-paint shots that are becoming more prevalent in this league.
Kenny, 2 quick ones for you. You talked about this new identity you guys are building. For this new gritty identity, do you think that can even take you guys further come playoff time?
I mean, it's a good characteristic to have because, like I said, to Mike, I think in the playoffs, grit wins and toughness wins, and I love that it's coming from our young guys too. A lot of it's coming from those guys. They just, like I said, they just play so hard. This is like the play hard league now. Everybody's getting after it. And we obviously got the skill around it, which is good, right? And we get Sam back, we get Max back, we get now you got skill, and you combine that with grit. Now you got does it push you to another level? When it comes playoff time.
And then second of all, obviously, LeBron comes into town for the next game. It's the game he circles on the calendar. I'm sure you guys circle on the calendar too. What would you say how would you describe what he's doing at age 41, and what does he still mean to the city?
I hope I know, the Cavs fans would just celebrate him. Every game he plays, every game we get a chance to compete against him, compete in the same arena. It's a celebration. I always felt like, LeBron, as great as he was, played with class. Like I never felt like he's respectful of our other team, respectful, of his opponent, and class act, great for the NBA. I can't wait. Like I just hope everybody's like, I don't know. You say, well, it could be his last game here. He could also have like 4 more years left. Why? Like as great as he is, as great as he's playing. I mean, I don't know. Who has done this? Like Kareem, I guess. Was Kareem? Are we talking? Like who else? It's And LeBron's handling the ball a lot and playing as a guard. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. He's in arena. Class act, great player.
Okay, it's gonna wrap, Coach.
All right, thanks everybody.